Welcome to our channel, Logical NDE, where we post accounts of people's near-death experiences that they have shared with us. If you've never visited one of our videos before, we'd like to let you know that we make them with people with open minds who are interested in learning about the hereafter in view. As for our regular viewers, let us begin rolling today's, which comes from Mr. Martel Williams, who had one of the most terrifying near-death experiences back when he was working as a volunteer in a hospice. Hello everybody, my name is Martel Williams, and I am a New York resident. I have been staying in New York since my high school days. I have loved my bustling life in New York. Usually, my days would be dedicated to work and studies. However, just 2 years ago, when COVID-19 hit the globe, I had one of the most haunting experiences that still sends shivers down my spine. I can still recall every little detail from that day. It was mid-June and a bright sunny day ahead of me. I quickly hurried to get ready for my work. During those days, I was also working as a volunteer in a hospice, which was dedicated for COVID patients. The hospice I was working in was only a 15 minutes walk from my apartment. It was a usual morning stroll for me. Although I had started my volunteer work with a lot of positivity and with an intention to help people grappling with health crisis, I would usually run for work and help everyone with renewed exuberance every day. But COVID-19 had made things extremely unpleasant for me. Almost every day, I would hear about tons of deaths, not just in my workplace, but around the whole globe. And unfortunately, there was no escape and nothing to perk up yourself. Even on this bright sunny day, there was gloom everywhere. My drive and motivation for work was slowly dying. I was extremely depressed walking to work, with underwhelming thoughts colliding my mind. This day was no exception. I was feeling miserable inside. My steps were slow and heavy. Yesterday's incident was playing in my mind when an old frail lady helplessly died in front of me after scuffling with extreme breathing issues and lung failure. I tried to battle my thoughts, but in vain. The next thing after such tragic deaths that would come to my mind was, what if it was my turn next? What if I was going to meet my end on a tragic note? With a burden of all these thoughts in my mind, I was just about 5 minutes from my workplace. As I turned around, I saw an ambulance darting right in my direction. Just then I realized I was in the middle of the road across my hospice. In the grip of fear, I couldn't even make a second move. We take a moment to sincerely appreciate your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel if you genuinely enjoy viewing these kinds of stories. This way, you'll be able to stay up to date on all of our new releases, including this one. Make sure to link up to us right away. Now, let's continue with our story. I only felt semi-conscious. I knew there was blood and a lot of pain. I could feel the presence of doctors and nurses around me. But mostly their verbal exchange at that point seemed gibberish to me. There was a lot of clamors around me. With every passing moment, I felt losing a greater part of me and my consciousness. It took an enormous struggle to hang on, breathe, and open my eyes. Every breath took so much energy. What happened next is almost inexplicable. Within a moment, everything became hazy and there was a blackout. There was pain, and I felt an extreme force jerk my spirit upwards and then out of my body. My body was floating in the air, in the middle of nowhere. Everything was dark, and I couldn't make out anything. Where was I, or perhaps where was I heading towards? I dared to open my eyes and see what me was around. Everything was dark, and there was an eerie silence. I found myself in front of the cold, rusty gates which creaked on the smallest brush of a ghastly wind. The gates opened by themselves. I stepped inside to venture inside the gate. My eyes greeted marble tombstones with enigmatic cravings, and I knew I was in a cemetery. I couldn't see any escape after I entered the cemetery. The iron doors had already closed behind me. Just a few steps away, there was a tombstone with my name on it. As I made my way towards it, there was a gust of wind and rainstorm, blowing all the dead leaves in my direction. I could see the skies above me blackening. After a moment, the rain stopped, and the storm came to a rest. But all of a sudden, a loud cracking sound echoed through the cemetery, making me jump. A shadow passed through my hindsight. I gave a slight yelp. A cold sensation filled my body as some bony fingers touched me. I could feel someone scraping my neck. I spun around to see who it was. My eyes bulged out as I saw my own spirit, standing just behind me, smiling at me. I got the urge to ask the spirit, "So have I died?" But I saw the spirit was glowing in a brilliant white light, distancing itself from me and telling me, "Not yet. You're a helping hand for so many people waiting for you." As it said this, it loomed out of my sight. For a moment, I felt the glowing light had some healing powers, and it sent me back to my world. The next moment, I regained my senses, and the doctors and nurses heaved a sigh of relief. I could see one of my close friends, Peter, from the hospice holding my hands. I held his hands and closed my eyes. I don't know why, but there was some kind of tranquility in my heart. I took a peaceful sleep after the incident. Later on, when I was discharged from the hospital, my close friend told me all that had happened after the ambulance hit me. He narrated the whole incident, how I accidentally came in front of the ambulance and had been in a coma for almost half an hour. After mustering courage, I narrated my side of the story to my friend about how I was transported to some cemetery where I saw my own spirit. It took me many days to process the significance of my near-death experience. I realized the worth of every single breath and every single moment I was living in peace. I was grateful for a healthy and happy life back in my space among my loved ones. This near-death experience was truly a positive turning point in my life. It helped me take my profession more seriously and positively than I had ever imagined. Even today, when I am at a low ebb, the whole incident gives me a renewed purpose and keeps me going. I am glad that God gave me another chance to live a meaningful life and mend my ways. Soon I gained recovery from all my major wounds. I found a renewed hope and motivation to live my life to the fullest. I was committed to serve others more than I had ever been. It was as if the spirit and powerful words had sowed seeds of positivity and empathy in my heart. It's only been 2 years since this incident, but perhaps I am going to treasure this for the rest of my life. That's all for today, folks. Do you believe NDE alters your outlook towards death and afterlife? Do you think spirits actually exist, or is it simply a figment of imagination? Have you ever seen your spirit? Do tell us your opinions and share your NDE in the comment section below. On that note, we hope that you thoroughly enjoyed today's episode with us. To share your thoughts regarding this latest video, do comment down below and let us know your valuable feedback. You can also support our channel by clicking the subscribe button and turning on your notifications so that you never miss an update from us. Until next time, stay blessed.